Rolling through. Nothing severe or anything like that, though I will say you may have heard a little bit of grapple hitting your windshield if you were driving earlier today, or even some of the windows at your house. That is exactly what it is. It's a little bit of that grapple. We call them almost like Dippin' Dots. If you join us for First Alert Focus tonight on 43, we're going to talk a little bit more about what that is. But this is all lake-enhanced showers. We've got a lot of colder air rushing in over Lake Erie water temperatures that are still about low to mid 60s. That's enough of a temperature difference to get some of those showers going, and we're still going to deal with this setup as we go through the day tomorrow, though beyond tomorrow everything starts to change in a very pleasant direction for us through the end of the work week and into the weekend. But you look at First Alert Doppler, it is widely scattered. You can actually see where a lot of this shower activity is developing out over Lake Erie, so anticipate as you go through the day today you may continue to dodge a few more of these showers. That north wind does not let up for at least the next 24 hours or so. So that means Lake Erie's open for business in terms of trying to get some of those showers going. Very hit or miss east side of Cleveland, though we do have some of those heavier showers there on the 480 corridor as you're headed on the south side. A couple more showers on the west side of Cleveland that extends out towards Lorain County, Medina County, even Summit County and Portage are also getting some of those showers that are drifting through. And again, a lot more hit or miss activity, Ashland, Richland down towards Wayne County. So this is going to be the story as we go through the rest of the day today. Highly suggest if you're headed out and about, you just keep some of that rain gear with you and notice that wind. It is going to be a bit breezier for us out of the north, about 10 to 15 miles per hour, which will help to keep that temperature much cooler as we go through the afternoon hours today. We'll walk you through the rest of your future view for today into tomorrow, plus talk about those game day forecasts all coming up in just a few minutes.
As for tonight, we could see a little bit of grapple out there too, Erica.
Yeah, I mean, this is just a sign that you are dealing with some much colder temperatures, and we're almost beginning that transition towards a late fall, early winter type of a pattern with all this cooler air starting to settle in. So yes, showers, you may hear some grapple from time to time. Remember, it looks like Dippin' Dots. That's the best way to explain it. And we'll dive more into the science of it in First Alert Focus coming up later tonight. If you are away from the lakeshore and basically just our far western counties closer to Toledo, that I-75 corridor, we do have the potential to see temperatures reach below freezing, hence that freeze warning in effect for Ottawa, Sandusky, Seneca, and Crawford counties. Keep that in mind. The reason the lakeshore communities and areas farther to the east are not included, it's because of that northerly wind. That is going to help to keep our temperature a little bit more mild, though still cold as we head through the overnight hours tonight. You'll notice those wind gusts peaking closer to about 35 miles per hour or so as we transition into the early hours of your Wednesday, but still dealing with some blustery conditions from time to time as we go through the day tomorrow. And you can really see with that northerly wind direction how it's just opening up all of our Great Lakes to some of these lake-enhanced showers. You can see it especially across Lake Michigan, and it's actually pushing it in closer to Chicago and parts of Milwaukee. This is just the kind of setup that we're dealing with, and we will likely see this continue as we go through the rest of the day today headed into tomorrow. But these are widely scattered at times. Sure, could you get some grapple mixing in? Absolutely, because of how cold the temperatures in the upper levels of our atmosphere are. It can get you some of that grapple formation, and it might even get you a stray lightning strike or two just because of all the what we call instability still happening in our atmosphere. So you'll notice as we go through your future view rest of the day today, widely scattered activity. If you're headed out and about, just keep some of that rain gear with you. Not a guarantee you're going to need it at all times, but I have a feeling these are going to be pretty widely scattered showers as we go through the rest of this afternoon and eventually into this evening. You can see that northerly wind direction still holding on through the overnight hours tonight and through early tomorrow. So areas east of 77, especially for tomorrow afternoon, you have that better chance of seeing a couple more of these lake-enhanced showers before our winds start to change direction and all of a sudden these clouds start to escape and we open up the door to a lot more sunshine. So this does bode well for good forecasts if you're headed to the Guardians game Thursday, Friday, or even that Browns game by Sunday as temperatures look to rebound back into the lower 70s later this weekend.